I have seen it all, I want to die now and have some rest, Evans declares. Evans says he is tired of the humiliation and wants to die now. The notorious billionaire kidnapper says he regrets that he could not end his life before a policeman arrested him in his Magoda residence. Evans says he had planned to join his family and gone the day he was arrested. Notorious billionaire kidnapper Chuck Woody Onwuamadike aka Evans has said his time on Earth is over following his arrest last Saturday, June 10, at his Magoda estate mansion, Lagos. Speaking in an interview with Vanguard, Evans said he can no longer stand the humiliation, so he prefers dying than to continue living in pains. He regretted that he could not end his life before a policeman arrested him in his Magoda residence, adding that he knew the police would not treat him fairly when he was caught, following his atrocities in the past. According to him, he immediately moved to end his life the moment the police gained access to his house, but the policeman who ran after him as he ran into his house when he sighted them at his gate, prevented him from completing his mission. Evans says he has seen it all and wants to die now. He said, "What am I living for? When I saw the policeman dash towards me, I ran inside. I was not running to escape. I ran to see if I could end it before they could take me. But time was short. They followed me into the room. I have seen it all, I want to die and have some rest. The only thing I want now is for the government to take care of my children, educate them and don't allow them to become criminals. I have begged Abakari to do this for me, and he assured me that the Lagos state government would take them to an orphanage home where they would grow to become better persons in the society. I have been diagnosed with colon cancer and I wish could die now." Speaking on the exact location of his wife and children, Evans said he sent them to Ghana 4 days before he was arrested. He disclosed that he had planned to join his family in Ghana the day he was arrested, adding that he wanted them to relocate to Canada, where he wanted his children to school. He further stated that he gave his wife the sum of $20 million for her upkeep, stating that he did not know their location at the moment since the day he was arrested. Evans added that his wife, who he has been married to for 11 years, only knew he was a kidnapper a few days before his arrest. He said, "My wife didn't know I am a kidnapper. I kept all my kidnapping activities away from her and she thought I made my billions from importation and illicit drug dealings. We didn't allow visitors to visit our house for any reason. If she must receive any visitor, I usually ask her to take them to a hotel. But a few days before I was arrested she discovered I was worried and restless. My blood pressure went very high and she asked what was happening. I opened up to her and also told her that security agents were everywhere looking for me. Initially, I thought it was the Department of State Security, DSS, that was hunting for me. I also told her to be very careful with her phones and to be mindful of the people who call her. I also told her to always switch off her mobile phones." He added, "While I was still contemplating on what to do, I got information that one of my girlfriends known as Ijeoma had been arrested and taken to SARS, Ikeja. That was when I knew that the people hunting me were policemen. I called my second-in-command, Felix, and warned him to be careful that the police were closing in on us, but before I knew what was happening, I learned that Felix had been arrested in Ajota. I immediately moved my family out of my house and we relocated to a hotel in Ijeting by Ikeja. My children stopped going to school. Then I started making preparation for them to travel to Ghana where I have 3 houses. A few days later, I got news again that my younger sister, Nzub, had also been arrested by the police. I heard they were trying to use her to lure me. I then sent words to one of my friends in Niue to take my mother to Bales Estate, where I felt locating her will be difficult. Then I sold 3 of my cars, leaving just a Grand Cherokee SUV. 4 days before my arrest, I sent my wife and children to Ghana, and I paid the sum of $20 million to the account of a bureau de change operator in Ghana. She collected the money in Cedi. I was planning to join them the day I was arrested. NAGE.com had earlier reported that Evans confessed that he was caught by the police because his charm failed him. The 36-year-old suspect is a native of Akamali in Amudim Quarters, Niue, Anambra State.